Kia ora and good evening. In tonight's bulletin, hundreds of people gathered to commemorate Anzac Day at services in the city. Lakes District Health Board has increased its immunisation rates, with 95% of 2-year-olds being immunised. And the Pikiao Rugby League Club are at the top of the Bay of Plenty district competition. Those stories and more just ahead on tonight's City News. Hundreds marched in commemoration of our servicemen and women as part of yesterday's Anzac Day services.
It's an honour really for any serving soldier, whether it's Anzac Day over here or the 11th of November, to come out and pay respects, for your friends who served a long time or given their lives, in service of their country.
That's sort of a time for me to reflect on what's happened in the past and move on for the future for New Zealand.
Remembering the army people and what they did for our country, and just taking a break and remembering what they did for us.
I guess it's sort of time for New Zealanders to come together and remember things that have happened in the war, not just World War I, but like World War II and stuff, and for us to make it understanding for people who sort of don't really know what it's about.
Around the country, record numbers turned out at war memorials, with high numbers of youth again taking part in the Anzac services. Lakes DHB says its success in making inroads on the immunisation health target has been the result of a concerted effort and commitment by all child health providers and health professionals. In 2009, Lakes DHB sat at the bottom of the DHB's ranking for increasing immunisation health targets. The ranking saw Lakes get underway with a campaign to focus on improving childhood immunisation rates. The DHB's community paediatrician, Dr. Johan Moreau, says immunisation is one of the most important medical interventions to prevent serious disease and is also one of the safest. The campaign over the past 2 years saw a focus on a number of strategies to improve the immunisation rates. At the April meeting of the Lakes District Health Board, board members heard that the DHB has achieved the health target of having 95% of 2-year-olds fully immunised by July this year. A fundraiser to help the family of Corey Josephs is being held this weekend at Westbrook Primary School. Corey has a tumour which requires his family to travel to Auckland to receive treatment. Organiser of the Free Up for Corey fundraiser, Gabrielle Humphreys, says she taught Corey at kindy and wants to help the family.
And I found out while working there that he hadn't turned up one day, and I asked where he was and what have you, and they'd said that Joe had rung in and she'd said that he had cancer, and just like that, and it was like, oh my goodness. And within a few days I sort of thought about it a bit and mentioned it to staff and what have you, and came home and mentioned it to my daughter Christina, and she said, oh Mum, we'll have to do something, and I agreed, and from there it's just led to pretty much the whole community getting on board, and hence this fundraiser on Saturday that we are going to have for Corey.
In sport tonight, Pikiao Rugby League Club have a 2-for-2 record in the Bay of Plenty District Rugby League competition. Upper Central Rugby League manager Marcus Reynolds says Pikiao and Otamotai are currently at the top of the table, and he says he's picking Pikiao to win again this weekend.
So Pikiao are playing at home. They've got the Tauranga Whalers. Tauranga, of course, being the reigning Bay of Plenty champions, so that'll be a good game. That one there, I'm going to tip Pikiao. I think they're going to be too big and too strong, and they're having a good year. In the other games, we have got Pacific from Tokoroa. They're going to host Taupo. I think Pacific will be too good there. And Central are taking on Forestland, also from Tokoroa. And I think Central are going to squeak that one in. I think they're going to be a bit too quick, a bit too fast for a Forestland side who are traditionally quite big guys. So Pikiao. Definitely Pacific and Central are my picks this weekend.
Let's take a look at Rotorua weather now, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, some showers, northeasterly winds and an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow, Friday, at the beginning of the weekend, rain easing to a few showers with a westerly change, a high of 20 and a low of 8. And the outlook for Saturday, good news for sports fans, becoming fine, westerlies, a high of 21 and a low of 6. The marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, northerlies to 15 knots, turning westerly in the evening, poor visibility and rain from early morning, easing to fair visibility and showers by the evening. Still to come in tonight's program, we hear from Laurie Durand, Acting Manager of the Rotorua Youth Centre. Ian Edwards and Graham Hall tell us about organising tonight's Dame Kiri Takanawa concert at the Convention Centre. And Deputy Mayor Trevor Maxwell talks about the Te Araha Kapahaka group who are off to London to perform as part of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations.